All right, Wolf Bear Records is here with Johnny Madness of Deadwait. How you
How's it
doing
going?
today? How you doing?
Great. I'm doing great. How's the weather over there in Texas?
It's actually in the 50s.
Yeah?
It was
Yeah.
nice and sunny. Well, no, it rained today, but yesterday it was sunny. It
Mhm.
was like 60 degrees.
Yeah. It's been wet and cold here in Missouri as well.
So, did you get any snow?
No, not yet. Trying to keep it that way. I heard Illinois got some, so it's coming, unfortunately.
Well, they had that snowstorm that came through last week or beginning of this week, and
Illinois did?
hit it. No. It came through like Monday night and Tuesday. Hit
Oh,
Ohio, and
oh,
they got like
wow.
yeah. Cause well, actually, I'm from Ohio.
Oh,
I've
okay.
yeah. I lived there for 43 years, and I moved down here 2 years ago.
What brought you to Texas?
Temperatures and no snow.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what took me to California. But it's just a little busy there. I lived in Los Angeles, and it's a bit oversaturated.
Well,
So I
yeah,
like,
but you get the that's where you could get most of your stuff from. So I mean,
yeah, yeah, it's a good way to get
talent.
get out there fast. I'm lucky because Anthony, my co-writer in the music, he actually writes pretty much all the music. I just do vocals. But he's still living in Carson, California right now, Los Angeles. So I mean, lucky enough, he I get to be lazy and just record my part, and he's down there plugging it in. So you know,
Well, that's awesome. All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself and your band.
not a lot to tell. Maybe a few things, I guess. I I joined the military straight out of high school, so I got a late start on the game as far as music and things like that go. Spent a few years doing that. I was a military police stationed in Fort Polk, Louisiana. I was part of Katrina relief, and then for a while there, I was in the reserves, working full time, two different jobs, or working part time, two different jobs while going to college full time. So not long after that, I started getting into music because I got out of the military and I got out of college and decided to just start pursuing some avenues. I was always interested in filmmaking. That was my passion. It still is. I've done a few filmmaking projects here and there over the years in between music projects, just kind of bouncing back and forth. Um, Pretty much it. I've done a lot of live shows with a few bands. That was the last thing I did in Los Angeles. I was in a band with Anthony. We wrote the music together. And when I moved back, we decided to just start a recording project together. And it's called Deadwait. We have 2 songs online so far. We're just getting started, like yourself. And we have a third song coming out soon. And I'm about to go into the studio on Tuesday to record a collaboration with an artist in Los Angeles named Low Key.
I think I've heard of Low Key.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've heard of him. He's done some features with the Joker. I've heard of him too. So yeah, I believe the song is supposed to be released this month. However, I'm running a little behind on recording my vocals. Had to go through a COVID quarantine for a
Oh,
couple weeks there. So
you didn't have it though, did you?
what's that?
You didn't get it, did you?
My test results came back negative, but my girlfriend's test results came back positive.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know how that works, but from what I hear, the tests are only like 40% accurate. I think that's a thing I heard. I don't know if it's true. Don't quote me. Fact check. I don't. Let me know.
I don't. I personally just want to stay in the house.
Yeah, right. That's the dream. My goal. I'm looking into starting a career in copywriting right now, so that I can stay home forever
And ever.
and ever, except for when I go to the studio. Until I have a studio in my home, then it's just these walls.
Right. Now you said you were in the military. What branch?
Army.
Army.
I was military police in the Army. I was field artillery for about 2 years before that. Used to blow things up, and then they were like, we don't need you to do that anymore. So,
you had too much fun. It's time to move on. Time to let somebody else have fun.
Yeah. Working in law enforcement was fun from time to it had its fun. There's fun things you can do. You ever seen Super Troopers?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's like Super Troopers, but I'm not going to say it's not like Super Troopers.
You hit that random person that just likes to lick the window.
Right. Is that you? Are you the random person that licks the window?
No.
If I pulled you over and I was like, "Hi, how are you doing today?" Would I get?
No, but that part of the movie just made me laugh so hard.
I wouldn't know what to do if I walked up and I'm like, "Hi, I need to see your driver's license," and they just start licking the window. I would probably just start looking back to my partner like, call some backup. I want witnesses around for whatever's about to happen. So.
All right. Now you said that you started after the military. Now, when you were in school, did you actually want to become a singer?
I wanted to become a filmmaker. I studied film, communications and film. I went to community college here in St. Louis. Music was just easier to get into. I knew people that were performing around St. Louis and such. I just kind of fell into my first band. They needed a singer, and a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, can you just fill in with them for a while until they find a singer just to help them go?" And I was like, "Yeah, this could be fun." And then I just kind of started doing music after that. I became their actual singer, and then when that band didn't work out, I started a new band after it because I had so much fun doing it. And then that band didn't work out, and then I joined another band. But every band I was in, I felt like I was learning more and more, getting different dynamics, and I like versatility. The project I'm in right now with Anthony, Deadwait, is clear. It is my favorite project that I've ever done. The music is awesome. The vocals are okay. I'm working on it, but it's a fun project. I think it's promising. I really believe in it. I think we will be able to pull something pretty cool out of it in the future.
So how did y'all come up with the name Deadwait?
Oh man, the process. I think everybody in a band knows the process of coming up with a name for it. And that process is that there is no process. It's a lot. It took us. I think it took us months to come up with it. To be honest, we came in and out of so many things. Anthony came up with Deadwait. I don't remember how. It was one that we came across where he was like, "How about Deadwait?" And I was like, "It's got a nice little ring to it." I asked my girlfriend what she thought. She didn't hate it, and then it kind of grew on us, and then she does the artwork for our songs and stuff, or album art.
Well,
so we get a lot of her. Yeah, she's kind of part of the team, so we get a lot of feedback from her. She shuts down a lot of ideas, but I think it's for the best.
Did she go to school for being an artist or anything?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she went to school for computer science, but the reason she went into that is because she wanted to do designing applications and things, which is what she's doing now. She works remotely. So as soon as I start working remotely, we don't have to go to places anymore. That's the dream.
Just the store.
No, you know what? I think I don't even want to go to the store anymore. You can have things delivered now.
I know.
Fuck the store. Or it could burn down. I'll still be at home.
Now you said you were in the films. Did you actually act in anything?
I did quite a bit of acting in college for Webster Films. Webster is a really popular film school around St. Louis. From there, I did a few things here and there, just under the radar projects. Anytime somebody needed an actor for something, somebody would say, "Hey, I know this guy named John who's done quite a few things," and then I just add another thing to that. I did
or anything.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing super big. I pulled together a film project of my own a few years back. We filmed it in 2014. It's called Max and Chase. There's a couple teasers and a trailer on YouTube for it if you want to see that. It is it's not out yet, but it is supposed to be coming out soon. It's been in post-production hell for quite a few years there. It's going to be released under Always Late TV's channel.
Mm.
That's a local film studio company that's going on here in St. Louis. They have a show called Local Ambition that's, pretty popular in the area. So we're going to release it under his channel, and it's kind of out of my hands at this point.
So
But I wrote it, directed it, I acted in it, edited it, produced it. It's just
what kind of movie was it? What kind of like comedy or?
it's kind of a drama. It's an indie drama with some comedy and horror elements in it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I think the teasers that are on YouTube give a pretty good idea of its sort of tone, and maybe not so much about what it's about, but we tried not to give too much of the story away. It's supposed to be a little mysterious, kind of a what's going on kind of film.
Right.
But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. The actors were great. The star's name was Johanna Winkle. She's a singer-songwriter. I think she's living in North Carolina or Colorado right now, maybe Los Angeles. She bounces around a lot. She's been getting pretty popular. She travels a lot and performs a lot. She's really talented.
It's really amazing. 90%, like a lot of singers are becoming actors now.
Yeah, technically, I'm an actor who became a singer.
Well,
But yeah,
I mean, you have that too. I mean, look at Fresh Prince. He didn't even start singing until he was
right. You're right. It's just the way things are. There's not really too many lines in media anymore. It's just if you have something you like to do, or if you have a talent that you want to put out there, it's best to just do it instead of labeling yourself as that. I don't really even I don't think of myself as a singer, to be honest. I don't often do too much singing other than when I'm rehearsing, recording for the music. Other than that, I don't have like a YouTube channel or anything like that where I show off my singing. I'm not trying to make it as a singer. I think it's more for writing for me, telling a story. I'm more interested in the songs themselves rather than my voice. I'm just trying to make my voice not ruin the song most of the time.
So you guys looking to make an EP album?
We did make like a demo once under the last band that we were in together, and we kind of rushed it. We weren't too happy with it. We kind of pulled it off the market. Instead of doing like a album or an EP or anything, we've just decided we're going to take one song at a time and just really invest into that song. We're going for quality over the quantity. We don't want to just keep putting out a lot of things. I know that that's the way to do it, is to keep being busy in your medium. But that's one of the reasons we named the band Deadwait, is because there's going to be some waiting in between. We try to come up with some content that we can maybe put in there to kind of keep us around. But we're hoping that the songs will just sort of speak for themselves as a voice, and we're just here to support that.
Well, that's awesome. Did you ever think of in your spare time in between? Did you ever think about maybe writing for movies and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just did a gig where I just did like 2 episodes for some indie show that's being done. I think they're filming in California next year or something. I'm looking for, I look for work wherever I can, especially when it comes to writing. Screenwriting is something that I would definitely be interested in doing. I did a pitch to Netflix earlier this year. I don't think that's a thing that's going to take off or anything, but it's a thing I do, actively pursue, but it's not the main priority.
Now, you guys looking to tour at some point?
If it leads to that, that would be awesome. it would be great to be able to get in front of people and put these songs in front of them and actually have that energy from a show, and get that feedback from people, people who enjoy your music. It just depends. It's really up to whether or not people like our music enough to justify us going on tour or doing shows or what have you. We're just kind of putting it out there, seeing what the numbers tell us, and see if it's something we can invest into. Because, yeah, it's an expensive avenue.
Well, I mean, right now you can't really do anything because of COVID anyway. So,
Right. What can you do?
yeah, there ain't too much to do. I got a lot of people because my record label people have been contacting me and asking me, can I get them down here into something? And I'm like, not right now.
Hmm. So is your record label new as well, or did you have that going and then decided to start the channel?
I already started the record label. I started back in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic year to start, right?
Right, right. Yeah, like, let's get this started. No, let's not. Oh, okay. I'll wait.
Oh, it's going. I mean, I do have uh 4 people underneath of me, 4 bands. Um, 2 of them just dropped their albums like four weeks ago.
Nice. That's awesome. Congrats.
Thanks.
Really cool.
It's just being new. I can't really get them out there and tour and stuff, and it's really, really, really hard because usually nowadays that's what it takes. It takes you to go around places and perform. Because I mean, yeah, you could go on the internet, but I don't know if you're like me on Facebook. You scroll and scroll, and you just scroll
Mhm.
past everything, and
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even see it. Sometimes it didn't even show up. So it's like
The internet's a very loud place.
it is, but you get like I said, fast scrollers that
Mhm.
don't even pay attention to 90% of the stuff they see.
How
Um,
can you though? There's so much. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guilty. I'm
but
one of the people I
if
think.
it's not for me putting my posts out there about people's musics, then sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I think it's just a live video of somebody taking something, and I just scroll through it, and they'd let me know if it was actually somebody that was close to me that I want to see something live, but I just flip through
Right.
it. But here it's a video.
Yeah.
Oh
Sure.
well. But yeah, I post quite frequently so I could get a lot of material. I've been getting a lot. I mean, I literally have over 20 people interviewed.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I've got
Out of the 20 people, how many do you think you'll go with?
it's
I'm
not
just trying to get, I'm
not,
just curious
not
about the kind of ratio and what's your.
it's not that really I'm basically what I'm doing is just trying to get people out there. That's my goal out of this whole thing.
Yeah,
Um
I feel that.
now
My film project, Max and Chase, that's kind of, I did a similar thing with that. I had a lot of local music artists, different types of artists, do cameos, come in on the soundtrack, things like that, be featured. I was really trying to showcase local talent in the film project, have one big thing that just kind of unites everybody together.
mhm.
It was a very hard thing to do. It's really hard to manage, you know, such a big group of talented people. Um, but everybody pulled everything off, and I think the film turned out pretty good because of it.
Yeah, I'm actually looking into starting a radio station soon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to be on 4 different platforms.
nice.
Just basically, that'll be my income. Because I know putting my one artist, he he wanted to go for like so many months, and
Uh-huh.
it's expensive. I mean, they're he showed me some of the prices, and it is very expensive to just put 1 month on the radio, on the FM radio, and it's like
Yeah, I'll
I'm like
bet.
I just can't do that. We gotta get some of these funds back. So
Yeah.
I was looking to like do a small monthly thing, like $1 a day to put your
Right.
music, and I would put your music on every day for 30 days straight.
Mm.
So that's what I'm looking to do here shortly. So, I mean, I've got a lot of people that are interested in doing that because they want to get their music out there too. And they don't have the, they're just starting out just like I am, and they don't want to spend $5,000 or more on a
Right.
month just to put their music on the radio. I mean, but they want to get,
Right. I mean, the dilemma in music is always that it costs money to make music and put the music out there, but you don't get money back until it's out there. So getting the money to make the money is it's I mean, it's the same thing like school.
right,
You need money to go to school so that you can, you know, or you need to take out a loan to go to school so you can get a job to pay back all the money you needed for school. It's just a circle.
right. But I mean, it's like it's just pretty much, it's like anything today. It takes money to make money.
Right.
So, I mean, there ain't, but I figured, being the intermediate, if we can't have gigs and I can't get people, jobs to play music somewhere, at
Right.
least, I can get their music out there. One more person to buy that album is more money in their pocket.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, that's what I'm striving for, because
Sure.
the middle guy still needs to be recognized just as much as the big guy. So,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah. Sure. Well, that's awesome. That's really cool. I thought about doing something like a label back around the time I was doing the film project because, like I said, I had a lot of artists kind of on board with it, and a lot of them weren't working with labels or anything. But I started looking into moving to California instead. I've been back in St. Louis for about 2 years recording. Pretty much been taking a break for the most part from a lot of projects. Um, the show I was telling you about, sorry, Local Ambition on Always Late TV. I recently did a cameo in that. It's probably the most recent acting gig I've done since Max and Chase. That is online now. So yeah, alwayslate.com, or I think it's alwayslatetv.com is where it's on that. What's that app called? I can't say it. I always want to say Venmo. What is it called? Venmo? You don't know what it's called? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, there is an app called Venmo, but that's
Right.
that's a money app.
What is it? Venmo, Vinemo or something. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Vimeo, Vimeo. I don't know. It's a new app to me, but you can watch the show on there. I think it's $8 for the whole season. I think there's 6 episodes in the season. And they're each 30 minutes long or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm at pretty much the end of episode 5. Just a small little part, but I don't know. I think it turned out well.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's a start, right? Who's to say that one of these days you're not going to get a big gig?
Hey, who's to say?
Now, do you record at home or?
No, I record. There's a producer here in St. Louis. It's called Bunker Studios. I record with my buddy Ryan through that. He's a really talented artist. I'm sorry, recording artist here. Works with pretty much, I mean, everybody I know that's working in the local area here doing music goes through him.
Oh, that's cool.
All my buddies that do music. So yeah, he's doing really well.
So you know a lot of artists down that way?
Not as many as I used to. Steve Ewing from The Urge lives in St. Louis. He's from St. Louis. I've hung out with him a couple times. And then there's sort of a kind of a ranking system here in St. Louis for, like the artists, the popular people down to the more local level people and things like that. And I've been fortunate enough to kind of get to meet a lot of people within that system. And yeah, but at this day and age, I've been kind of living more of a quiet life. I don't perform out in stages very often anymore, even aside from COVID. I've just been writing and recording and just sort of getting more content online has been my goal.
Well, that's awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
No, it's been a real pleasure talking to you. I appreciate you having me. Good luck with the show. I hope everybody had a good time watching this episode. And if you'd like to see more from me or my band, you can look us up. We're called Deadwait. We're on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much all of the platforms, I believe.
All right. Yeah, we'll definitely catch up later and do another one.
Sounds good.
All right.
You have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Let me walk you through the alley on my breakdown. Earthquake you through the valley on my shakedown. I'm awake now, but nothing ever got me ready for the takedown. Late now, fake down. Everybody was a smile for the sake now. Integrity is at the bottom of a lake now, but you're awake now. Yeah, the pressure, the lesser goes a breakdown, takedown. Ooh, it's just the same move. Ooh, should've stayed in school. Learn a thing or two about being the real you. Day now, the very currency in which we get paid now. We're way down, below the standard, to learn a better way. How to find a way out this fake town, buried deep underground. Escape not for your bound.